You ever stare at your phone wondering why you walked into the kitchen or open your laptop only to forget what you were about to Google? Yeah, me too. And no, it's not early onset anything. It's just our brains waving little white flags saying, hey, maybe stop feeding me notifications and start feeding me actual thoughts. So today, I want to walk you through 13 daily habits that aren't just pulled out of a self-help hat. These are battle-tested, brain-boosting rituals I've gathered over years of trial, error, science dives, and frankly, a lot of coffee-fueled overthinking. They don't come from billion-dollar biohackers or monks on mountaintops. They come from real life, the kind with deadlines, dishes, and distractions. No gimmicks, no wizard-sounding supplements, just small, powerful habits that quietly sharpen your focus, clear your mental fog, and help you feel like your brain is finally on your team. Let's break them down one real-life hack at a time. Welcome to BetterMe, where self-improvement is serious. But we don't take ourselves too seriously. Let's start with working with your brain, not against it. Ever wonder why you hit a wall every afternoon and end up staring into space like a Windows 95 screensaver? That's because your brain runs on natural cycles, ultradian rhythms. Roughly every 90 minutes, you get a burst of focus, followed by a dip. So instead of trying to hustle through it like a caffeinated squirrel, ride the wave. Set a timer, 90 minutes of deep work, then 15-minute break. Go walk, breathe, look at clouds, then back in. This is time management with a little brain science. No spreadsheets required. And yes, it's one of those productivity hacks that actually works because it respects how you're wired. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do is just take a walk. Seriously, walking is the most underrated tool for personal development. A quiet morning walk. No headphones, no podcasts, just your thoughts and some bird judging you from a branch unlocks a weird kind of mental clarity. There's a reason philosophers, artists, and yes, even Steve Jobs swore by walking meetings. Movement fuels thinking. It's mindfulness in motion. And if you're into minimalist living, this one's perfect. No gear, no app, just shoes, and maybe a squirrel sidekick. Start with 20 minutes a day. You'll be amazed at the ideas that show up when you stop trying to chase them. Fuel your brain like you actually want it to show up for you. You wouldn't fill a Ferrari with cheap gas, right? So why fuel your brain with junk and expect Einstein-level thoughts? Foods rich in omega-3s, berries, leafy greens, and yes, dark chocolate, boost memory, focus, and brain health. But here's the kicker. How you eat matters too. Mindful eating, aka not doom scrolling through lunch, helps your emotional intelligence by regulating stress. It's not a diet tip, it's brain maintenance. And no, coffee and anxiety aren't a food group. Digital fasting is less about detox and more about boundaries. Let's be real. Our phones are basically dopamine slot machines. And if you're checking notifications every 8 minutes, guess what? Your brain isn't multitasking. It's melting. Try setting boundaries. Turn off non-essential notifications. Better yet, create a no-screen zone every evening. It trains your attention span like a muscle. This is how you start building self-control without feeling like a monk. It's not about quitting tech. It's about not letting it run the show. Your curiosity isn't childish. It's the key to staying mentally young. One of the simplest ways to spark self-growth? Follow your curiosity, no matter how random. Read about black holes, learn how sourdough works, watch a documentary on ancient toilets. Who cares? Curiosity fires up your brain's reward system. And the more you learn for fun, the more your brain stays plastic, aka adaptable. This builds your growth mindset. It's not productive in the hustle culture sense, but it's rich in the not becoming mentally stuck sense. Cold showers may be unpleasant, but so is stagnation. Okay, this one's not for the faint of heart. But cold exposure, even 30 seconds, wakes you up like a slap from nature itself. It boosts alertness, increases norepinephrine, a fancy word for focus juice, and builds resilience. More than a shock to your skin, it's a tiny act of self-discipline that tells your brain, we do hard things. Bonus, it might also cut your morning scrolling in half. Can't be doom scrolling if you're shivering. Start your mornings in silence, not chaos. You know the routine. The alarm goes off, you reach for your phone like it's a life raft, and within 30 seconds, your brain is hit with a digital tsunami. Emails, group chats, arguing about where to get brunch. Breaking news that's more breaking than helpful. Congratulations. You've just thrown your nervous system into fight or flight before brushing your teeth. But what if, just hear me out, you gave yourself 10 to 30 quiet minutes? No talking, no scrolling, no narrating your to-do list out loud like you're Morgan Freeman, just silence. This isn't some mystical monk move. Silent mornings are like an emotional pre-game. It's your brain's chance to stretch, breathe, and figure out who it is today before the world tells it who to be. In that stillness, something underrated happens. Self-awareness sneaks in. You start noticing your thoughts instead of drowning in them. You feel your energy before letting others drain it. It's like brushing your mental teeth. Quiet, clean, necessary, and let's be honest, way less awkward than morning affirmations in the mirror. So yeah, silence won't make your inbox disappear. But it will make you less of a grumpy squirrel when you open it. And that's a win. Write your stress down so it stops living rent-free in your head. Before bed, try a brain dump. Not a journal, not poetry. Just a messy list of everything on your mind. This clears mental clutter and helps you sleep better. It's like taking out the brain trash. You'd be amazed how something small like this can improve focus and mental clarity the next day. Plus, it's a minimalist dream. No app, just pen and paper. If you really want to remember something, try teaching it. They say you don't truly understand a thing until you can explain it to a kid. Each day, take one idea, something you learned or read, and try to explain it out loud, simply. It reinforces memory, sharpens thinking, and builds confidence. This is the study motivation trick that doesn't feel like studying. And it gives your brain the repetition it craves to retain new info. Pro tip, you can explain it to your dog. They won't judge. Give your brain one problem to work on overnight. This one's weirdly effective. Before bed, write down a single problem you're struggling with, big or small. Then, go to sleep. Your subconscious, that little night crew in your head, keeps tinkering while you snooze. In the morning, don't be surprised if the solution pops up while brushing your teeth. It's like outsourcing to your inner night shift. Cheap, powerful, zero HR paperwork. Every day, remind yourself of the bigger picture you're aiming for. Life these days, it's like trying to run a marathon while juggling flaming bowling pins, emails, dishes, deadlines, texts from your aunt asking why you're still single. It's chaos. And in the middle of all that noise, it's so easy to forget why we're even doing any of it. But imagine if every single morning you paused and read one simple sentence. A line that gently taps you on the shoulder and says, "Hey, remember who you're trying to become." It's not some cheesy Pinterest quote you'll forget by lunchtime. It's not a 20-slide PowerPoint presentation titled, "My Dream Life," that you'll never open again. This is your North Star, a one-line mission statement for your soul. Something like, I'm becoming the kind of person who moves with purpose, not panic. Because honestly, life's too short to live like there's a fire drill every 5 minutes. Or, I'm learning to lead with calm, not chaos, like a seasoned captain navigating a storm, not a passenger losing their mind screaming at the waves. Write it. Stick it somewhere you'll see it. Your bathroom mirror, your fridge, your forehead if you have to. Read it every morning, even if you're still half asleep and brushing your teeth with your eyes closed. Because here's the secret. Personal development isn't built in dramatic moments. It's built in quiet reminders. That one sentence starts to shape your choices. It nudges your energy in the right direction. And before you know it, your days start aligning with your growth mindset, not your grocery list. It's like having a compass in a hurricane. Small, steady, and strangely effective. Celebrating small wins builds momentum faster than waiting for big ones. You don't have to conquer your fears daily or scale emotional mountains to feel like you're growing. At the end of each day, ask, where did I move forward today? Even if the answer is, I didn't yell at anyone in traffic, that's a win. Acknowledging progress is fuel. It wires your brain to associate effort with reward. And yes, it counts, even if all you did was drink water and not reply to that passive-aggressive email. So, what's the real secret to a sharper brain and better life? It's not willpower. It's not 10-hour days or motivational posters. It's the stuff you actually do daily. Quiet, consistent actions. Self-improvement isn't a finish line. It's a rhythm, a beat you show up for. And every habit you build is a vote for the person you want to become. Thanks for hanging out with me today on BetterMe. Try out a couple of these brain habits this week. See what shifts. And hey, even if your brain still forgets why you walked into the kitchen, at least now you'll forget it with confidence. Join me next time on BetterMe, where self-improvement is serious. But we don't have to be.